Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time to take a close look at the Mcfarlane Toys Killer Croc from Arkham Asylum. Stay tuned. Alright, before we take a look at the figure, as always, let's take a look at his accessories. Basically, though, he doesn't really have any. He has the black display stand, which is kind of tiny compared to Croc himself, and you also have his card. Yep, so it's Killer Croc from the Arkham Asylum video game, and he does have the data file bio at the back. Alright, so Waylon Jones, and you can pause it to read. Yeah, but here it is. There we go. Alright, so that's basically everything he comes with. He's a big figure, and I don't think they come with a lot, but yeah, he is a Megafigure. There we go. And overall, yeah, pretty good looking Killer Croc. He is, of course, from the Batman Arkham Asylum video game. I think it was 2009, and yeah, when I first played that game, I was a kid, so I was kind of scared of Croc because the first time you enter the asylum and he's kind of in chains, but there's a big humongous crocodile. I think he threatened Batman right off the bat, but yeah, looking at his design, it is very accurate to the video game. Yep, there we go. You can see all those details. He does have a lot of presence with him, and yeah, I kind of reviewed this guy because I've always been using him as size comparison, but I'm only now getting to review him. So yeah, at least he's not gonna be left out anymore. Yeah, let's take a closer look at Killer Croc now. From his legs, I noticed this a bit when I was like looking at the figure from way back. It's dirty on this part. It's not just shadows, it's dirty on this part and then gets lighter. It's kind of like he's been waving through sewage, but that wouldn't make sense if this was sewage because it'll only be about this high, but he actually swims in sewage. So yeah, I'm not really quite sure what this is, but it is a cool effect, and Mcfarlane Toys have done a really good job here. He has his toenails, which he does not trim, and he actually has some scales down here, which is awesome because yeah, not many company, I don't think a lot of companies texture the bottom side of the foot, but yeah, Mcfarlane Toys have done it. He also has some awesome sculpting details here and here, and he has this awesome gunmetal kind of his shackles, I think. Yeah, really breaks up the color here, but I think it's more of the design that's cool about that. But Mcfarlane Toys have done a good job representing it. He has his asylum jump pants, and the croc butt here. A lot of texture and a lot of detail, even on the knees, which are cool. He has his kind of rope belt here. It's amazing that they have pants that fit Croc. He's a big dude. He has scales for days here on his abdomen, on the sides, and inside there. And he does have the darker scales in the middle, and just a really, really scaly boy. Yeah. He does have some light parts here, which are accurate on his chest and in the middle of the ab section. He also has them on the shoulders. This is really well painted. I mean, of course, it's just a crocodile, big guy, which is kind of bare-chested and has pants, but they really went to town design-wise, detail-wise. You have the scales on his shoulder and arms. His biceps have the lighter kind of paint there, and he does have some spikes on the sides of his arms, and the brown wristband there. I think there's supposed to be chains there maybe, but of course it is accurate to the design of the game. He does have some, yeah, they didn't have to paint it, but yeah, it's awesome that they painted this kind of silver. There we go. And he has his fists, which are covered in scales as well. Yeah, he does have the black nail there. Inside, I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has any nails there, but yeah, it's already in a fist, so why would he? He has a splayed out hand on the other side, and of course the black nails, some dry brushing, I think, on some parts, which is really cool. Always cool. Kind of weird though that I don't think there's much paint on the inside of his, on this part, but look, oh, here we do have paint. Okay, that's good. Yeah, really detailed. Here you have details here, and on his neck you do have the shock collar. I think this is what Batman throws a batarang at, I think, to activate the shock collar, and this does stun him, and Croc just goes down. Yeah, once again, it kind of freaked me out when I was a kid, but yeah, it's really cool to have him in hand here. I don't think he has any pupils. I think in the game he has, yeah, I think in the game he does have pupils and some black around his lips. Yeah, here. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He does have the dark part here on his forehead. Let me just, there we go. Yeah, he does have the black part here on the forehead. He does have awesome teeth details and some black spikes on the chinny chin. Oh, sorry. There we go. And he does have some scales on the side. Yeah, but yeah, I think the detail that they missed was the black part on his lips and the eyes, but it is very well painted. I mean, I really can't complain. It is a very cool Killer Croc, and I think you can fudge him in his any other comic book display you have, because yeah, he does look like a comic book Croc as well. I mean, it is a bit more realistic since it's from the Arkham Asylum game, but I think you can definitely fudge this. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really good figure. Okay, there we go. He's a big guy, big boy. Okay, yeah, very cool. Moving on to his articulation. Yeah, let's go from his head. You can do yeah, you can rotate it that way. I mean, he is hunched forward, so it's, yeah, it's like that. I don't think you can move it that much in this way, but you can move it that way and that way. He looks up, not, I don't think at all. Yeah, it's very limited by the collar piece here, so don't expect much movement there, but you can turn him the way that I did earlier. There we go. And there we go. There we go. And here's the shoulder part. About that much, I think. Yeah, T-pose. I think these are... Yeah, he doesn't have butterfly joints, but... Yeah, it's... Yeah, you can just have him like that way. Big figs usually don't have double jointed elbows, so this is fine. I guess it's really ratcheted in there, and you can move his arm, his elbow that way. Yeah, he does have the rotation there. Swivel, I guess. His wrists do go that in this way, and you do have his wrist joint going up and down. Yeah, there's a cut here and here, not in the wrist though. You have his ab crunch, I think, where it's not, yeah, it's not that much, not at all, I think. Let's see, below, nope, it's, yeah, it's, you're gonna have that, I guess. I do feel the joint here, but I don't think that's much of an ab crunch. You can move it here at the bottom. And yeah, I don't think he has much of an amp crunch. He just, yeah, he can do it like that here, but it's not really anything, is it? You can have the legs go out that way. The rubber here is really soft, so you do have a lot of articulation there. Let's see if he can do the splits. He can do the splits. He can move forward. Yeah, he can move forward that much. Once again, the rubbery piece in Mcfarlane toys does hinder it a bit, so it can't go actually that much forward. But yeah, it's really decent. His butt is kind of rubbery, so it does go back about that much. And you have double jointed knees, which are really, really ratchety. Let's see if he can. I think he can do it, but I think it's really hard, but I think he can do that. Let's see. Yeah, you have the knees going that much, and you do have the legs, which are, I don't think they can rotate. I don't think they can rotate. I don't think there are any. Oh wait, you can have him forward and back. Yeah, but it's really, I don't think they can rotate. Yeah, you do see the joint is actually inside here. It's rather hidden. You do have the toe articulation there. Yeah. Overall, very articulated mega figure. I mean, he's not really Spider-Man, so that's fine. I mean, the articulation is fine for me. I don't think he doesn't necessarily he necessarily needs any more articulation. He's a big dude. He's not gonna be doing any gymnastics anytime soon. Let's have him on his display stand so he can stand up a bit. The display stand does help with Megafig sometimes. Yeah, and that is a good looking crocodile for me. For some size comparisons, let's have him next to, let's say, Adam West. He's Adam West. So yeah, I mean, you guys have seen this before if you've watched the other videos. I always use Croc for the size comparison, so I think you know he's pretty big. This is 6-inch. I mean, it's supposed to be a 6-inch, but yeah, I think he scales well with a lot of figures because he's big, and Croc is kind of he's supposed to be taller than a lot of characters, and this does get the job done. But I think he's a lot taller in the game, if I'm remembering it correctly. I mean, he's really big, even in I mean, especially in Arkham Knight. I think he grew bigger. I think he mutated some more. But speaking of Arkham games, here we have him with the, I think it was wave 1 or 2 Arkham Asylum. And yeah, I think Killer Croc is supposed to be even bigger than this, but it's fine. It's still a pretty good representation of the character. I think this scales more well. I think it's more closer to the Arkham Origins Killer Croc. I mean, height-wise between those two. But yeah, this is an Arkham Asylum figure. This is an Arkham Asylum figure. I really like how they pair together. Yeah. One of the reasons why I got this Killer Croc, besides it looking cool and scaly, is because I have the Batman from Arkham Asylum. So yeah, it's really cool that we are getting more game-related figures. Last comparison, I think. Let's have him with an Iron Man. Yeah. I just got this, so let's use him for comparisons as well. Yep. Size-wise, once again, Croc towers over both of them, but it's cool. And Mcfarlane does do a good job with monstrous figures and big figures. They also like armored figures. So yeah, this has been Killer Croc, and I like the figure. I really do. He's a standout on the shelf because he is a big honkin' figure. That's it for today, I think. Yeah. If you guys like the video, you can like and leave a comment if you like. You can maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And till next time, enjoy your toys.